Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at averages and what they mean. So I'm going to need my pen. So we're going to look at mean, median, mode, and range. Now, we already did a little bit of work on range briefly when we were talking about the interquartile range. So we're going to look at what the pure basic range is. So mode. Now, the way that you can remember the mode is it's the most common. So mode is the most common or the most frequently occurring item in that data set. So the mo for most common. Medium, that is your middle number. So remember to find the medium. What we do is we do n plus 1 divided by 2. So if I've got 100 items in my data set, I'll add 1 to get 101 and divide it by 2. So it's going to be the 50.5th one, or halfway between the 50th and the 51. Yeah. If I've got 9 items, then I'm going to add 1. I'll get 10, and then I divide by 2. So it's the 5th item in that data set. The mean is that middle number. So essentially this is the average of averages. And the way we calculate the mean is we add up all of the items in the dataset and then divide them by the number of items in that dataset. So if I had 50 people's ages, I'd add all of them up, 11 plus 12 plus 11 plus 12, and then I'd divide that number by 50. And then the range is the largest value, subtract the smallest values. That gives you the difference between the highest and lowest values. Area of a triangle, anyone remember? A half AB, that's it. A half AB, no, a half BH, base times perpendicular height. AB would be for something else, trapezium. So let's have a look first at the mode, the easiest one. So the mode is the value that occurs most often in a set of data, is the value of the highest frequency. The mode is very easy to find and it can be applied to non-numerical, categorical data. For example, you could find the modal style of shirts sold in a particular month. So think about that. If we asked everybody what their favourite colours were in the whole class, and the favourite colour, there was 11 people that said red, that would be the modal if that was the highest number. Yeah. So in this set of data here, now I would advise as well that if the data hasn't been sorted for you into lowest to highest, it's very useful to do that. So here, number A, if you look across there, I can see that 5 occurs 3 times. No other number occurs more than twice. So 5. Here is 0.3. I might not do the 0. Okay, I'll do the 0. 0.3. Here. Is there any number? No, there isn't. They're all equal, so no mode. So if there's no numbers that stand out, here we've got 4 and 4 and 4. So there's only 2 8s. So again, this is harder because it wasn't sorted. So 4. Red, silver, green, blue, silver, red, silver, blue. Okay, so I've got 1 red, 2 reds. I think there's more silvers. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 silvers. So I'm going to write sil, because I'm rubbish with this. Okay, let's have a look at some more. Sean asks everyone in his class how many pets they have and what type of animal they are. He records the number of pets in the table shown. What is the mode? So we're looking for, remember it said on the other page, it is the value of the highest frequency. So this is where our frequency column is going to come into play. So look, frequency there, we're looking for the highest number. Cat, it occurs 7 times. So cat, do not write 7, you need to write cat, because that's actually what the data is. If we write that out as a list, it would be cat, 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 dog, hamster. That's what the actual raw data is going to look like. So this has just been collected into a table. So do not fall into the trap of writing 7 there. Otherwise, I will be very mad. There are 28 students in Sean's class. Explain why the frequencies don't add up to 28. Okay, so this is essentially do you understand the question? So it asks them how many pets they have and what type of animal there are. Well, firstly, not everyone can have a pet, so there's no column there for 0. And the other point you'd want to make as well is that many people will have a cat and a snake, or a dog and a hamster, or 2 dogs. So why don't the frequencies add up to 28? You could say because there's not 1 pet per person. Because some people will have more than 1 pet, and some people will have less or no pets. Yeah. So that's why. So you need to write something clever. Use the T button. Okay. In Classic that's easier, but I'm not using Classic right now. Okay, so qualifier, I want you to write down the mode. Here, I want you to tell me what the modal class is. Now think about what I said about grouped intervals. So what we've got is we've got grouped intervals, just like the other day. So ages between 20 and 30, there are 8 people. Heights between 120 and 130, there's 1 person. So you're going to write something there, and you're going to write something there. You're going to write something there, and something there. We're not doing cumulative frequency today, so these groups don't merge. Okay, the range. So you didn't have much to do on the mode, did you? Okay, so the range for a set of data is the difference between the highest and lowest values. That's it. It's not an average, it shows a spread of data. So you can use it when you compare 2 or more sets of similar data, for example, to comment on their consistency. And remember what I said yesterday about the interquartile range and why we prefer it. That discards outliers. It discards the very, very strongest scores if it was a test, and the very, very weakest, or outliers. Again, you would have heard that in science too. So that it's anomalous data, perhaps, that doesn't fit with the general trend, if there is a trend. Rachel's marks in 10 mental arithmetic tests were 44766 57696. Adil's marks were 6768 565656. Find the range of each student's marks. Okay, so her highest score was 9 and her lowest was 4. So 9 subtract 4 equals 5. And his highest was 8 and his lowest was 5. I needed the answer there. Which 8 take away 5 is 3. So he has a lower range. Adil has a lower range, a smaller range, which you could say Adil is more consistent. Yeah? This might take a while. And do we prefer consistency? Yes. Because she may well have fluked that 9 out of 10. Or she may well have sat next to somebody else in the test. Like Aksha, for example. Now, task 2. Work out the range for the following data sets. So you're going to do that. You're going to have a go at this one here. Read that. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, median. The median is the middle value of this list of values when they are put in order size. So you have to sort your data for this. The advantage of using the median as an average is that half the data values are below the median value and half are above it. So remember what I said. Our formula is n plus 1 over 2. And that will give you the median. So we have to sort it first. So I'm going to sort that into 1, cross it as you go, comma, oh, that's a terrible comma, 2, there's 2 2's there, so 2 2, 3 3, and then there's 2 4's, 4 4, 5 5 6 6. So excuse my appalling list. So yep. So cross them off as you go along. Okay, so how many numbers were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 1 is 12 over 2. I'm looking for the sixth value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My median is 4. Now, if it had asked for the 5.5 value, then we would have taken 3 and 4, and we would have worked out the halfway point between them two. So we said 3.5. Work out the median from this data set. Okay, so remember what I said before. Now, this has been sorted. It's just that you're looking at it in a table. So marks 1 to 20, that would have been something like this. 1, 7, 11. And then we would have gone 21 to 40 8 times. So there would have been a 21, a 25, another 25, and so on. So we've got group data here. Yeah? So that's telling me that there were 3 between 1 and 20, 8 between 21 and 40. So let's just work out the total of this, and then we can use our general rule. So 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 11 is 22, plus 9 is 31, plus 5 is 36. So we're going to do 36 plus 1 all over 2 gives me 37 over 2. 19. No, that's not wrong. Is it right? Is it 18.5? Yeah. So 37 over 2, 18.5. Okay. We're looking for the 18.5 one. So where does that fall? So 3, 11, 22. It's going to fall between 41 and 60. So we're going to say 41 to 60. Okay. You go. Remember to sort the data into order. You've got lots of questions on that. The mean. Okay, so the mean. Add them all up and then divide by how many there are. So 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 7 is 19, plus 5 is 24, plus 9 is 33, plus 4 is 37, plus 8 is 45, plus 3 equals 48. So we've got 48. So we added all of these up, yeah? Plus, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many 8s go into 48? 8s into... so 8 times 6 is 42. No, 48. Ah, yeah. It's 6, isn't it? Oh, so our mean is 6. Okay, moving on. We have got 25 packets of sweets. Oh no, I don't need to do more examples for you, do I? Oh no, I am doing this one. Yeah. Okay, so these are all the sweets in the packet. You can see that they've been sorted very kindly for us. So we need to add all of these values up. Now, rather than add all of those numbers up, which is going to take me ages, I can use multiplication, which is just repeated addition. So I'm actually going to say, well, I've got 4 8s there. Yeah? 4 8s is 32. So I'm actually going to do each of these multiplications, then add those numbers up. And look, we've got the total number of how many there are there. So that will be our divisor. Okay, so 9 times 6 is 54. 10 times 7 is 70. So you can see when you've already had your data grouped for you, just multiply these two together. You don't want to write it back out in a big list. That's going to take ages. 33. 48. And 13. Okay, I'm actually going to use the calculator now. So we're going to say 32 plus 54 plus 70. Ooh, 70 plus 33. I could have done this in my head, but I want to show you that it's okay to use calculators. 48 plus 13. 250. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? So I'm going to do 250 over 25 gives me 10. Way! So our mean is 10. Easy as that. Okay, do the questions and get to the end. Thank you very much.